Just ahead on CTV News, one council member pushing the governor to pass the reparations bill, and another is helping residents file taxes before the deadline. Plus,
coming up on CTV News, a celebration of excellence as PGCTV is honoring its Teacher of the Year. We'll talk to finalists about how they're making a difference in their students' lives.
Those stories and more on CTV News starting now.
Good evening. This is CTV News for April 10th. I'm Mariah Jalad. Thanks for joining us. Well, an early supporter of Maryland's reparations bill is urging the governor to sign it ASAP. A bill passed both chambers of the State General Assembly that would establish a commission to contend with Maryland's history of slavery and systemic discrimination and then develop reparative actions. County Council member Wanika Fisher says, as an early champion of the bill, she strongly encourages Governor Wes Moore to sign it into law.
It's a work group studying reparations. As you know, Maryland is the state of Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass. It is not hard to find our lineage and what we want to do to really not only apologize as a state, but move forward on educational, economic, and other benefits. So it was a Black Caucus priority. It passed through both houses, and I just encourage our first Black governor to sign a work group on reparations to move our state forward.
And that bill's sponsor was Prince George's Senator Anthony Muse. And 3 bills reforming Maryland's legal system passed the General Assembly this session based on the recommendations of the state's Equitable Justice Collaborative. Geriatric and medical parole reform expands access to early release for aging and seriously ill incarcerated individuals. The Second Look Act gives those convicted of a crime between the ages of 18 and 25 the chance to have their long sentences reviewed. And the third bill addresses the criminalization of school behavior by shifting punishments to restorative approaches in public schools. Attorney General Anthony Brown applauded the passage of these bills. And more security could be coming to Maryland's courtrooms. The General Assembly passed a bill requiring law enforcement agencies to report on courtroom security staffing and vacancies. The original proposal for the bill came about after the death of Washington County Circuit Court Judge Andrew Wilkinson. The original bill would have required at least 1 guard in every courtroom proceeding starting July 2028. But the bill was watered down to just require a plan to reach minimum security standards after concerns were raised that requiring more guards would be a financial strain on the state. And we now have an update on a story involving the death of a Bowie man who was found dead in the Bahamas. Bahamian police are now saying that 23-year-old Denari McAlmont drowned. However, McAlmont's mother tells Bahamian news outlets she suspects foul play led to her son's death. As we reported, McAlmont was on a family vacation at the popular Atlantis Paradise Bahamas resort. McAlmont's family says 12 hours after arriving to the resort, Denari was found dead on the resort's private beach. When McAlmont's mother went to identify her son, she says he appeared to have been beaten. And a house fire in the county Wednesday sends 6 firefighters to the hospital. Prince George's Fire and EMS arrived at the 2-story home located at the 9200 Fort Foote Road shortly after 10 a.m. Flames were seen on the top and ground levels. 6 firefighters were transported for evaluation. Investigators are still working to determine the cause of the fire. And Phase 1 of the $400 million Blue Line Corridor project officially broke ground yesterday. Civic Plaza in Largo is scheduled to be completed by the end of this year, a continuation of the vision set by former county executive and now U.S. Senator Angela Alsobrooks back in 2022. The plaza will include a playground, a community stage area, an art walk, and a dog park. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Mariah Jalad. Coming up.
The concern that we have might not be a concern. Many of the programs that supported
Hi, I'm Monica McNutt, host, basketball analyst, and reporter at ESPN and MSG Networks covering the New York Knicks in New York.
Hi, I'm Janine Samuels. I'm an evening news anchor right here in Richmond, Virginia at WTVR CBS 6, and I'm also the in-game host for the Washington Commanders.
My name is Samantha Akinduro, and I am a content producer at NBC4 in Washington, D.C.
And I gotta be honest, I don't know if those things or that little statue would have been available to me if not for the opportunity that Prince George's Community Television gave me.
My journalism career actually started at CTV News in Prince George's County.
I have been a part of CTV News, the CTV News family, for many, many years. Goes way back to my senior year in high school at Suitland High School.
The skills, the knowledge, and the teaching that I was able to absorb at CTV News was invaluable in me being able to eventually go from being a freelancer to a full-time news anchor.
As a Prince George's County native, that was an incredible training ground for me to cover the community that I grew up in and get valuable reps that would help power me to the next step of my career.
CTV is able to focus on those local stories, the ones that impact Prince George's County and Montgomery County. We're able to really dig deep into the community and the lives of everyone that watches CTV News.
CTV is home to me.
It truly breaks my heart to hear that it may have to close its doors.
This is a valuable resource, not just for the people that go through as journalists, but also a valuable resource for the community.
I am here to offer my support to continue funding and supporting Prince George's County Community Television, CTV News.
I cannot reiterate enough how powerful that space was to help a little black girl like me from Prince George's County to go on and pursue my dreams and achieve them, honestly. I really, really hope the decision to close those doors is reconsidered, because Prince George's Community Television is an absolute asset to the community and to the people that are able to come through those doors to hone their craft. Thank you.
Well, the deadline to file your taxes is just 5 days away, and a county council member wants to help those last-minute filers. County Council member Walla Blagay is hosting a free tax preparation clinic this Saturday, April 12th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event is in partnership with the Nigerian Center and World Ebony Network. County residents looking to take advantage of this opportunity should bring all tax and financial documents and a valid ID.
We really think that people should be careful of making sure they file their taxes on time. Some people haven't been doing that. We want to make sure that they don't get into any issues. We are partnering with World Ebony Network and Nigerian Center, and they will do it for free if you make, especially if you make under $67,000.
And the event will take place at the Sierra Leone Muslim Jamaat in Hyattsville. The tax deadline is April 15th. And tonight, we shine a spotlight on excellence in education as Prince George's County Public Schools honors its Teacher of the Year. Our Michaela Newton was at the annual award ceremony.
Today's a big deal, and we're excited to honor not only these three individuals, but the individual that will be chosen as our Teacher of the Year.
Excitement filled the air as Prince George's County Public Schools honored three exceptional educators, each vying for the prestigious title of Teacher of the Year.
I feel absolutely amazing. It's such a great honor to be recognized for something that I love to do.
This is my 23rd year teaching in Prince George's County, and what keeps me motivated are the students.
As a young person, teachers poured into me, so I always told myself that I would give back by being a teacher before I retired.
Out of three exceptional finalists, one remarkable educator has risen to the top, earning Teacher of the Year award.
Teacher of the Year. The process of elimination is Miss Lafia Tunstall.
An emotional win for Lafia Tunstall, Science Department Chair at Non-Traditional Program South, as she took the title.
I'm so grateful, and this is a win, honestly, for my whole school, for the alternative programs.
As for what's next for Tunstall, she plans to ride around in her new 3-year leased Honda. She also plans to embark on a new journey to getting her national board certification.
It makes me feel proud, and I'm just grateful that people will understand that we are the best kept secret, that every student can learn, and that the students who, for whatever reason, are marginalized, we send them to us.
Reporting in College Park, Maryland, Michaela Newton, CTV News.
An inspiring message, and Tunstall will represent Prince George's County in the Department of Education's statewide competition. The Maryland Teacher of the Year will be announced this fall and will go on to compete for National Teacher of the Year. And Prince George's Community College unveils its cutting-edge cyber range training program, a pivotal step in addressing Maryland's growing demand for skilled IT professionals. CTV's Noel James has the details.
In the age of artificial intelligence, cybersecurity is of concern to consumers and companies alike. But tonight, a step in the right direction here at Prince George's Community College. The college announced its participation in Maryland's Cyber Workforce Accelerator program. Students will now have access to this, the BCR Cyber Series 3000. A complex training system that simulates cyber attacks and introduces cybersecurity skills and operations.
I'm really excited to try it out because I haven't had much hands-on opportunities. I'm currently in training for the NCL competition, and we are working with virtual machines, but it's not anything like this.
According to the FBI, in 2023, Maryland has lost approximately $221 million from cyber attacks. As Councilwoman Walla-Blagay says, investing in this $2 million program is worth it.
We understand cyber attacks are increasing, but what we're also seeing is that we actually have the employers that are right here, and really this is just connecting our residents to get to jobs that are in demand right now.
The program combines real-life scenarios with theoretical knowledge, allowing students to get credentials recognized industry-wide. Dr. Muhammad Ali explains.
As you know, Prince George's Community College is always ahead when it comes to innovation. We already provide artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science. This adds on to that, so it will be just another program that really helps our students get exposed to what's the industry is expecting from us.
The skills are what's most valuable, whether you have those skills based upon a technical certificate or whether you have those skills based upon a college degree or even a graduate degree. If you have the skills, then you are an asset.
And those credentials will allow students to apply for entry-level cybersecurity jobs even within the federal and state governments. In Largo, Noel James for CTV News.
A county woman is sentenced to 9.5 years in federal prison for leading a large mail-in bank fraud scheme. Tiana Cosby, along with multiple co-conspirators also from the county, stole victims' checks from collection boxes, altered them, and deposited them into multiple banks between March and August of 2021. They did this to more than 900 people across the country, stealing more than 700 checks worth over $5 million. Cosby was arrested in January of 2024 and pled guilty in October. And the construction of a new high school in Montgomery County could change its school boundary map. Montgomery County Public Schools will be opening Crown High School in Gaithersburg in about 2 years. MCPS will then determine which students will be attending the new school. The school district has hired Glow Analytics to collect data that will assist the district in creating a new boundary map. Crown High School is expected to open in the fall of 2027. And an invasive strep infection that can cause a flesh-eating disease has surged in Maryland. According to the Centers for Disease Control, the risk of contracting the potentially life-threatening invasive Group A strep infection is more than twice what it was a decade ago. The infection occurs when bacteria invades normally sterile areas of the body, such as the bloodstream. People who have Group A strep infection can experience rapid deterioration within 24 to 48 hours. Adults 65 and over are among those at the greatest risk of infection. And still to come on CTV News.
Hey everyone, What's the Move is up next. Don't go anywhere. I have some fun things to do this weekend.
I came to CTV knowing almost nothing about the production side of media, but I've learned so much since being here in 2 months.
When I came to CTV, I knew this is the industry that I wanted to be in. This gave me an opportunity to be able to see a whole bunch of different fields of what of my whole big field that I wanted to do.
CTV, it's very involved in the community.
It's not just a TV station, it's a place where you can really learn.
I learned that I'm more capable than I think I am.
I feel like I'm able to put the skills I've been learning at school to test.
If I were to think of a word that sums up my experience at CTV, it would be amazing.
CTV is the perfect spot. There are a lot of people here who just want to see you succeed.
You're going to meet some great people, some lifelong friends, and some lifelong connections that can't do anything but benefit you.
If you want to find a place that will definitely 100% give you an opportunity and believe in you, then come to CTV, because CTV is here to help us.
You should think about the youth that are here. That's where people's lives start.
We are young people that we need the resources to grow and to learn more and better with our craft.
I really enjoy being here, and I wish I can do it again.
Well, DC area commuters, good news. Metro's next budget boosts service without boosting fares. The WMATA board just approved a nearly $5 billion budget for 2026, adding more trains, longer weekend hours, and a total bus network redesign launching in June. The Better Bus Network will reinvent every route, promising faster, more frequent rides and easier connections across the region. Metro says ridership has climbed for 48 straight months, and this budget keeps that momentum going while still finding $20 million in cost savings. And as you prepare to start your spring gardening, there are some pests lurking around you'll need to pay attention to. Invasive species that have been introduced to a new location, usually either don't have their predators or diseases that might keep their populations in check. For example, the box tree moth loves burrowing into boxwood trees. Although they have only been spotted in Pennsylvania and Delaware so far, the insect is expected to eventually make its way to Maryland. And in honor of Earth Day fast approaching, Maryland has just proved how much of a green thumb it has compared to other states. In a recent Wallet Hub ranking, the state ranked number 4 in the most greenest states in the nation. The ratings were based on 28 key metrics showing which states are doing right or wrong by Mother Nature. Maryland ranked in the top 10 for environmental quality, eco-friendly behaviors, and climate change contributions. Earth Day this year lands on Tuesday, April 22nd. And Easter spending is bunny hopping to near record levels this year. A new survey from the National Retail Federation shows Americans plan to spend $23.6 billion for Easter. That's more than $1 billion increase from last year. The average person is expected to drop about $190, with candy, food, and gifts topping shopping lists. Despite economic uncertainty, nearly 80% of consumers plan to celebrate with family meals, church services, and Easter egg hunts. Discount stores remain the go-to spot, but online and local shops are seeing traffic too. And if you're still planning out your weekend, but it's too soon to get ready for Easter, Brittany Aaliyah is back with another What's the Move?
Hey everyone, the weekend is almost here. We are almost there. And if you need some ideas of what to do and where to go, I'm here to let you know. All right, so let's start it off with tomorrow night. Now we have 2 different routes you could take. You could either go for a few good laughs since it is Friday, let your hair down a little bit, or you could go with some good throwback R&B vibes and just set the mood. Either way, it's going to be a good time. So let me just tell you who's coming. Marlon Wayans will be at the theater at the National Harbor tomorrow night starting at 8 p.m. This is his Wild Child tour, and I've never seen him do stand-up before, but because he's a part of the Wayans family, and everyone in that family is super talented, literally all of them, there's no doubt in my mind it's going to be a great show. And if you just want to chill and do the laid-back concert thing tomorrow night, you feel me, John B will be hitting the stage at the Fillmore in Silver Spring starting at 8 p.m. Now, this Grammy-nominated artist will leave you in your feelings, and for all my ladies out there, Side note, he's also good to look at. So grab your tickets now and go check him out tomorrow. So moving on, this is it for the Cherry Blossoms, guys. Like, this is it. This is the last weekend for all the events. It's a wrap. And to end it on a high note, of course, the Cherry Blossom Festival Parade is on Saturday. And they're doing it up again this year with elaborate balloons and floats, the marching bands from across the country, and the celebrity entertainers and performers. So don't miss this last-minute event. Bring the whole family out and just have a good time. And lastly, on Sunday, there's going to be another big parade in the city. I know it's so many parades, but it's always a good time. This one is to celebrate DC Emancipation Day. So if you're around, head to Freedom Plaza and join Mayor Bowser for the parade starting at 2 p.m. There's also going to be a concert starting at 4 with performances by Anthony Hamilton, Shantae Moore, the Crank Crusaders with Raheem Devon, and so many others. And then, of course, the kids' favorite, a fireworks show to wrap the evening up at 8:30. So that's it. I really hope you can make it out and make some of these events. I mean, there's always so much to do around the DMV. So make sure you tune in next week, and I'll have even more to share with you on What's the Move. Enjoy the weekend, everyone.
All right, thanks, Brittany. And up next, Simon Buggs is here with our Thursday sports page.
What's going on, CTV sports family? I've got a great sports page in store for you today as I got the chance to interview one of the best lacrosse teams in the county. Find out who got the spotlight after the break. Stay tuned.
The drug scene in Maryland is changing. Fentanyl and xylazine are being added to street drugs, and you may not even know it. Xylazine is not even intended for humans, and fentanyl is an opioid 50 times stronger than heroin and contributed to over 80% of overdose deaths in our state. Anyone who uses drugs, even occasionally, is at risk of overdose. To learn more, visit stopoverdose.maryland.gov or call or text 988.
Hey everybody, go ahead and grab a seat because your Thursday sports page is finally here. We begin with some news from the world of lacrosse.
The Gwynn Park High School boys lacrosse squad has been on fire to begin the season. The Yellow Jackets have won 4 of their first 5 games to start the year and are definitely looking like one of the premier teams in the county. And a big reason for this is how hard the team works and how deep they are as well.
It actually begins doing conditioning, which starts at the end of January, the last week in January. We condition all the way up to March 1st, which the spring season starts. Then we get the chance to get outside with the sticks. So I think just hard, keeping a good work ethic. We had good numbers this year, so a few kids who work or had to miss a game, we still had the next person step up. So I think that maintained the success.
Gwynn Park will attempt to get their 5th win of the season when they face off against Oxon Hill today at 5:30. Now the Yellow Jackets have had success against the Clippers, beating them 5-3 last month. And goalie Caden Hudson, attackman Jaden Quill, and midfielder Joshua Price all touched on the upcoming matchup.
Midfield defense definitely has to stay down because that's really where we get beat on most of our games. It's the defense that's down by me. Usually they're good, but I mean, middle field, when we get the ball, usually drop it, but as long as we get the ball, pass it around, make good plays, we'll be all right.
Had a couple of players missing, including myself, that first game. Oxon's coming back hungry, but we're hungrier. I don't really think they can rock with us, you know. We'll go out, play our game, and best of luck to the both of us.
We need to get our ground balls. That's the main focus this game. Get our ground balls and get out.
Now, although Gwynn Park has had a monster start to the year, it's all about the playoffs where you really make a name for yourself. The team had an early playoff exit last season, losing to La Plata in the second round. And attackmen Theodore Settles and Hudson both believe with the talent this team has, their squad can make a deep postseason run in 2025.
I feel like the players this year, they all stepped up very fast. They all worked on their fundamentals. They worked on the wall. They did a lot of after practice, and it just made them great. Like, whenever I was a second year, I feel like they're at my level, second year, in their first years. So they're doing really well. I believe we can beat them if we try hard enough.
I have a lot of confidence in my defense, like way more than years before. Like, it honestly makes me so happy to have every defender on each side. Like, I love all of them, but yeah, I have a lot more confidence this year.
Good luck to both the Yellow Jackets and the Clippers in today's game. Meantime, the Washington Wizards played their final home game of the season last night, but unfortunately lost to the Philadelphia 76ers 122-103. They will travel to the Windy City to take on the Chicago Bulls next tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And wrapping up sports, the Washington Nationals fell to Los Angeles Dodgers last night 6-5. Their next opponent will be the Miami Marlins on Saturday. And that is your Thursday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports. Back to you at the desk, Mariah.
All right, thanks, Simon. Now let's get a look at our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, grab your umbrellas. We're expecting showers all night. Tomorrow, it'll be 54 degrees, and we can expect heavy rain on and off all day. Saturday, it'll be 51 degrees, and that rain will hang around, as will the clouds. Drier weather Sunday, it will be partly sunny with a high of 59 and low of 45. And for our community calendar, this Saturday, the City of Laurel Multi-Service Center is hosting a Black maternal health event. This event will feature a powerful panel discussion, wellness activities, and community resources. The event takes place from 11 to 1 p.m. For more information, contact 301-974-3010. And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
Hello, I'm Sandra F. Peaches, Executive Director of Prince George's Community Television. I'm reaching out today with an urgent message. CTV needs your help. The county's current proposed budget is about to silence your voice. The proposed budget presented to the County Council calls for the closing of PGCTV in the upcoming fiscal year. For more than 40 years, Prince George's Community Television has been your independent voice in the community, providing essential news related to county events, the people, and services. Most importantly, our volunteer public access producers create hundreds of hours of programming each year. The programming that tells the stories of people in Prince George's County. We connect residents to critical information, provide a voice for underrepresented communities, and help to foster a deeper sense of connection within the diverse communities residing in our county and state. We're known as a hub for career development, having provided invaluable internships and volunteer opportunities for hundreds of young people, helping them build futures in broadcasting and film. Our success stories are both in front of and behind the lens at every local network in the DMV and countless others throughout the United States. If we lose Prince George's Community Television, we not only lose a place for hands-on learning, but also the voice and connection that helps our community be informed and united. This is your station. Do not let your voice be silenced. Please contact the Prince George's County Council. Ask that PGCTV, the voice of the county, be saved and fully funded. Together, we can make a difference.